Today we had another weekly Warriors Den live stream, and I think this one might take the prize for being the shortest Warriors Den we've gotten so far. And usually I wouldn't even make a video on a short den, but there was one thing that I feel I should mention since it's something that I've praised constantly and something that a lot of people look forward to each week. So to keep things brief, UB will not be providing weekly content anymore. Instead, they'll be focusing on creating higher quality content like executions, emotes, mythics, illustrious outfits, and stuff like that. And also to compensate, they'll be increasing the frequency of content sales. So take that however you want. I'm just wondering if the lower quality content is just battle outfits, or does it include some of the weaker emotes, ornaments, and elite outfits? Personally, I'm fine with it as long as we get more executions and one day in the far future some more armor and the possibility to use our neutral color palettes and team modes, as I'm sure that most of us don't identify our enemies by looking at the color of their armor. Other than that though, they let us know to be on the lookout for strange things happening in the map. If I had to take a guess, it'd probably have something to do with getting the Wulin involved into the faction war. The timing seems right since we're about a month away from season 10. If not, maybe it has something to do with the new samurai hero, but I think it's got something to do with the Wulin, as it still feels like they just sort of arrived out of nowhere and they still have no role in the faction war. As I'm writing this, people are already finding these strange black structures on some maps with some sort of symbol on them. I'm not really sure what to call them, but they're there, and I'm sure that players will find more fairly shortly. Also in the stream, UB once again mentioned tournaments and how they want us to send them results and clips from the tournaments we're hosting as they're preparing something for the future. As I said last week, I'm not really sure if it'll really work out, but I'd love to be wrong. And I'm not saying it'd be a bad thing because a game is sort of buggy or unbalanced or anything like that, because people will watch if there is a competitive scene for almost any game. It may not have hundreds of thousands of viewers or anything, but I'm sure people will be interested and watch them, as there are games that do have a lot of problems that also have a thriving competitive scene, as people will compete in anything if they're passionate about it and if there's money involved. And at one point, there were a lot of people that wanted a competitive scene for Honor and wanted to compete and watch tournaments and stuff like that. And UB honestly didn't strike while the iron was hot. They tried one big thing and it was a mess, but I really think that they could have bounced back from that. The question I have for UB is, how are we supposed to send you clips of tournaments and whatnot when you still haven't provided us the tools to do so, like the painfully obvious and heavily requested spectator mode that would benefit this game so much? As we can clearly see that there are people who still run tournaments for this game weekly. And now that I'm off of that soapbox, the last thing that we got this week is that next week we'll have another Q&A with 3 members of the team, including Stefan, so we'll probably hear some talks about balance and a few more teases on what's to come next season, along with what they're working on currently. So if you want to send them questions about the game, there's a thread stickied in the Reddit where you can do so. And that is all we've got for this week. I really just wanted to talk about the weekly content since I feel that that's something that's important. I hope that we really do see an increase in quality content, as I mean, we all love battle outfits, but would rather see something else anyways. I'd scrap battle outfits, elite outfits, and an emote like the penguin walk if we got 2 sets of executions every season rather than 1, as I believe that's the best new content this game has to offer. Anyways, that's all I've got for this video. I do want to hear what you guys think, so talk to me down in the comments about anything we talked about in this video. And as always, if you like the video, feel free to like, sub, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.